Hey everybody, crime and cast tonight. Got a little Yeti. Man, it's gonna be a long night. Feel like one of them news anchors. Good evening, I'm Crime and Cask, and these are your top stories. Holy shit. Uh, Jim and Dick came out punching. Yeah, look at that. Bumping the dome. Get online, crimecast.com. I got over 70 shirts. People are buying tumblers with Moselle on it. It's a good time. Go check it out. And send me a picture of you in the t-shirt. I'd love to see it. Maybe I'll post it. So do that. You get a t-shirt, you get a mug, whatever you're doing. Post it. Send it to crimeandcast@gmail.com. How about that? All right, here we go. Response. This is the response. So Jim and Dick filed a 65-page motion to the Court of South Carolina Appeals. I went live, and they talked about Becky Hill and jury tampering. And if you recall, the state waited 10 days to respond, and they responded. And now Jim and Dick have responded. Oh, my Lord. I'm going to read some of this to you, so don't go off. Go off. I'm going to read you good stuff. I'm not going to read you the whole damn thing. All right. The appellant, Richard Alexander Murdaugh, hereby returns to the state to his motion to suspend appeal and for leave to file a motion for a new trial. In the motion, Mr. Murdaugh alleges the Colleton County Clerk of Court, Rebecca Hill, engaged in deliberate jury tampering for money and for publicity. Goes on to say the state, unfortunately, has chosen to respond in bad faith to these serious allegations, and the state wants an extension from the court so that it conduct its own objective investigation, free from oversight and deadlines set by a trial court, the Court of Appeals, while denying Mr. Murdaugh any ability to participate in the process. Oh, that's punch number one. Body vote. But the state would be too embarrassed to directly ask an appellate court to return jurisdiction over factual dispute instead of remanded to a trial court that it can receive evidence based on its desire to conduct unsupervised factual discovery. Oh, so the state invents a preposterous procedural requirement to obtain the court's position to file a motion. They go on to say there is no such requirement. The argument, they say, after citing cases from the 19th century, 50 years ago, for no apparent reason other to imply any witness who did not say what the state would prefer are Mr. Murdaugh's confederates, in quotes, who tend to perjury. Holy shit. First, the state claims a motion to leave for suspend to an appeal so that the motion for a new trial may be filed requires an affidavit for Mr. Murdaugh stating that he did not know Miss Hill was tampering with the jury. The Attorney General knows this is not true. Body blow. In 52 years, the fact-specific decision of DeAngelis has never been cited by any court for a proposition that a motion for a new trial always requires an affidavit from the defendant regardless of the circumstances or the factual basis for the motion, nor the proposition that an affidavit from the defendant is required. I need a drink. Here we go. This is a good one here. The state also claims Mr. Murdaugh's motion to file a motion for a new trial is defective because it did not indicate how or when it learned the allegations contained herein. Again, the Attorney General knows this is not true. Boom. The how is that jurors and other witnesses spoke to Mr. Murdaugh's counsel after the trial, and the when is about the dates in the affidavits. In conclusion, the appellate court may, upon its own motion or of that of a party, impose upon offending attorneys or parties such sanctions as the circumstances of the case and the discouragement of like conduct in the future may require. Emphasis added. It literally says that. Emphasis added. The court should disregard the state's bad faith procedural defect arguments, deem the state's response a consent to the motion, expeditiously granted. They sent this, and then Jim and Dick and Sarah are all heading down to CrimeCon. Heading down to CrimeCon. Old EB's going to have a little workout. He's going to do leg day down at CrimeCon. Everybody get some weights. We're going to do leg day. Said no one ever. EB. I'll just kidding, EB. You do your little exercises. You ladies love it. So that's it. That's the appeal. It's filed. It's gone to it's been received by South Carolina Court of Appeals, and we'll see what the hell happens. I mean, they came out swinging. They said a lot of things. They called the Attorney General basically a liar. They're pissed off that they got called Confederates. They know that the Attorney General says a lot of things are untrue. Like, basically, they say the Attorney General knows that he's going to get a new trial. They just need to do it and go through the process. So now we've got to wait another 10 days, 9 after tomorrow. See what they say. They're going to grant the motion. They're going to go and they're going to investigate. They're going to see that these jurors are saying this. And you've got 2 or 3 jurors saying it, signed sworn statements. New trial. It's happening. Now, my next video, I will talk about why it's important for the new trial and how it relates to his federal trial. So we'll talk about the federal trial and his plea in the next video. Check out my next video. I don't want this to go too long. Crap, okay.